Here comes Daredevil, the man without fear. The world calls him the Purple Man. What is the strange power of this incredible human? A power which none are able to resist. None save Daredevil, the sensational blind swashbuckler. Daredevil, menaced by the mystery of Killgrave, the unbelievable Purple Man. I'm surrounded by a hostile crowd. I could sense their hatred. I could feel the loathing they have for me. But why? Why? No, faithful friend. Your eyes are not deceiving you. Daredevil is being threatened by a crowd of average citizens, people just like you. But before you turn this page to begin learning why, let us caution you. You're about to meet possibly the most offbeat, far-out, ding-dong, rootin'-tootin' crackerjack supervillain you just ever did see. Sensational story by Stan Lee. Awe-inspiring art by Joe Orlando. Infallible inking by Vince Colletta. Lots of lettering by S. Rosen. New York is a large city, and in such a vast, sprawling metropolis, you'll find all kinds of characters and kooks. Therefore, when the Purple Man first entered the Apex National Bank, hardly anybody batted an eye, which it later turned out was their mistake. This seems to be a likely place. Lovely day, isn't it, Mr. Smathers? It's hard to tell from in here, Miss Perkins. Calmly, patiently, completely relaxed, the Purple Man stands behind the little old lady as he politely awaits his turn. And then, next, please fill this case with $100 bills. Only new ones if you don't mind. I like them nice and crisp. Yes, sir. Without a moment's hesitation, the teller does as he is told, while the Purple Man casually stands and watches the operation, betraying no sign of worry or nervousness. Don't stuff it too full, please. It's a new briefcase, and I don't want the seams to split. Very well, sir. I hope this will do. I think that will be enough now. Thank you. Then, securely tucking the bulging bag under his arm, the Purple Man turns and slowly walks through the door to the street, with a satisfied smile on his purple face. Such a pleasant institution to do business with. What an odd-looking man. Probably some new type of beatnik. But a few minutes after the soft-spoken stranger has left the bank, the startled teller suddenly seems aware for the first time of what he has done. Good heavens! I must have been out of my mind. I handed a perfect stranger thousands of dollars in new $100 bills. Then I let him calmly walk out with the money. Within seconds, the distraught bank employee pushes an emergency alarm button, summoning other bank employees and alerting the armed guards. I know I'm too late. He could be clear across town by now. But strangely enough, the Purple Man has made no attempt to flee. And so, a scant 3 blocks away, we find... There he is! He's the one! Halt! Stop or I'll shoot! It's just too nice a day to take a taxi. I'd rather walk. There's the bag with the money. We've got you dead to rights. Didn't think we'd find you, eh? Take your hands off me. I detest physical contact. Hand over that case, Mac. You've got a date with the judge. And so, bank robbery is a serious charge. I will give you time to get a lawyer. I do not need a lawyer, Your Honor. Nonsense. Of course you do. If you choose not to hire one, the court will appoint counsel for you. And now, for those of you who are wondering when, if ever, we'd be seeing our hero, we next go to the offices of Nelson and Murdoch, where we find Mr. Murdoch is so handsome, so capable. It's hard to believe he's blind. What's that? The court wants us to defend a man accused of bank robbery? Well, I'm involved in some other litigation right now, but perhaps my partner... Say no more, Foggy. I'll take the case. Get all the details you can for old Matthew. If you'd like me to come along and take notes. I'd love it, little lady. Get your coat. Karen has never been to court with us. I guess she's curious to see lawyers actually at work. Don't keep her too long, Matt. I've got a lot of dictation to finish off. And so they reach the courthouse, with Matt little dreaming that he himself is the attraction for Karen Page, rather than the lure of the trial. You walk the steps so quickly, Mr. Murdoch. You must come here often. I'm getting careless. Mustn't let on that my extra keen senses take the place of my eyesight. You sent for me, Your Honor? Yes, Counselor. Your client is most unusual. He claims his name is Killgrave, and he's accused of bank robbery. What is unusual about him, sir? The color of his skin, for example. It's all purple. But more than that, he claims he committed no crime. The money was freely given to him. I hope Matt hasn't bitten off a tougher case than he can handle. This way, Mr. Murdoch. He's in cell block 14. I seem to sense a strange, sinister presence already. What a depressing place. As they draw near the Purple Man, Matt Murdoch's unbelievably sharp senses conjure up a picture of Killgrave. The real Killgrave, which sighted humans cannot see. I feel an aura of evil, of greed, and I could hear his pulse rate quicken, the way a man's does when he sees an attractive girl. Karen has caught his fancy. Mr. Killgrave, I'm Matt Murdoch. The court appointed me your attorney. You've wasted your time. Killgrave needs no lawyer. But what about your trial? Trial? There will be no trial. I'm leaving this jail right now. Guard, come here at once. Unlock the cell door. I wish to depart. He really seems to mean it. Certainly, Mr. Killgrave. There you are. It's uncanny. There's something about him. A power of some sort, which makes people obey him. No wonder he has such confidence. How can anyone defeat such a man? I feel his power eating at my own will. But I must resist. I must fight him. You are most attractive, young lady. I would like you to become my secretary. I need an assistant. Of course, Mr. Killgrave. I'll start immediately. Remain here, Murdoch. Do not attempt to follow the lady, or myself. Although ordered to remain behind, Matt Murdoch does not have the reactions of an ordinary human. With his every sense razor sharp, his indomitable will shrugs off Killgrave's command. And as the alarm is finally sounded, Killgrave is gone! Send out an all-points alarm! Don't just stand there, man! I've got to find a private corner, where I can make a quick change. And find it he does, as seconds later, the world's most fearless adventurer thunders into action. I'll find him, no matter where he's hiding. I'll hear his heartbeat, his breathing. To me, they're as distinctive as his voice. And within minutes, that pulse, it's him. Hold it, Killgrave! Daredevil! At last I can prove my superiority over a mere costumed crime fighter. You don't want to pursue me. You've made a mistake. I'm not the one you want. He almost has me convinced. What can his power be? It isn't hypnotism. I'm totally blind, and yet I feel it. Look! There's the Purple Man! The guy the police are after! What's he doing in the street? I'm not the Purple Man. I'm just a tourist. We should have known. Yeah, we were wrong. It's amazing. He seems to have the power to sap men's wills. Okay, Killgrave. Your little game has gone on long enough. Now release the girl from whatever influence you've exerted on her, and come back to jail with me. Or do I have to take you the hard way? So, I finally encountered someone who can resist my power. That is too bad. For you. Now I'll have to defeat you. Permanently. His power lies within his body somehow. I've never sensed anything like it. What type of freak can he be? Your will is too strong for me, but I have other methods. I'll let the crowd take care of you. They'll do anything I ask. Stay by my side, girl. Of course I will, Killgrave. Then, before Daredevil can make another move, the Purple Man asks the crowd to attack the fearless adventurer, and unhesitatingly, they obey. It is time for us to leave now. Come, my dear. But you asked the people to attack Daredevil. Shouldn't I help them? Down with Daredevil! Daredevil is our enemy! Stop! You don't know what you're doing! Realizing his plight is hopeless, the sightless adventurer resorts to nimble flight. Stop him! Don't let him escape us! Death to Daredevil! I can't reason with them, and don't want to hurt anyone, so this is the only way. It's amazing! I can sense the hatred, the loathing, which Killgrave so easily instilled in them. What's going on here? Break it up! Break it up! I hear an officer trying to calm the crowd. He arrived too late to be affected by Killgrave, but even he can't break the Purple Man's spell. Lucky I heard the wind making the leaves on this tree rustle. I'll be safe within seconds. But then... someone grabbed my hood. Ripped it. I realize now that it's too dangerous to keep my street suit hidden in that hood. It's too easy for an enemy to grab, to slow me up. Look! He's getting away! Can't anyone stop him? And if anyone ever found my street suit, they'd have a clue to my real identity. So the hood must go. What were we so excited about? I can't remember. Seconds later, as he swings away to freedom, the dashing Daredevil realizes. I sense the angry mood fading from the crowd. That means Killgrave's power can only be effective when he himself is near. The further he went from the crowd, the more his spell weakened. By now, the crowd must be completely back to normal. But my job is just beginning. I've got to find Karen, to free her from Killgrave's evil influence. But after searching the city for hours, it's no use. I've lost his trail. He had too much time in which to hide. Well, I can't keep prowling the rooftops all day. I'm just wasting time. Killgrave won the first round, and I can't deny it. But I won't rest till Karen's safe, and till I found a way to destroy his uncanny power. Minutes later, a handsome, unseeing man enters the top of an office building stairwell from the roof, after listening carefully to make sure nobody is on the other side of the door to see him. Daredevil can do no more for the present, so it's time for Matt Murdock to return to his law office, and try to figure out a way to bring Killgrave to his knees. Thus, a dejected, somber Matt Murdock enters the law offices of Nelson and Murdock, dreading the explosive moment when he will have to tell his unsuspecting partner what has happened. I hear him in his chair, facing me. His heartbeat is calm, normal, but now it's speeding up, as he realizes that Karen is not with me. Hi, Matthew boy. Glad you got back in time to... Say, where's Karen? I told you I needed her to finish some dictation. I don't quite know how to tell you this, Foggy. we had some trouble with a man named Killgrave. He escaped from jail, and he took Karen with him. He took Karen with him? Just like that? How can you sit there so calmly? Where did he take her? How did it happen? His pulse rate is fantastic now. Only a man who's worried about one he loves could react that way. Then, after Matt has somberly explained, I never realized he felt that way about her. This could cause complications. Well, I guess I shouldn't yell at you, Matt. After all, it wasn't your fault. It was my fault. I should have known better than to let her visit a dangerous criminal with you. It was too risky. He feels my blindness prevented me from aiding Karen. Wait here. I'll see what I can do. His reaction is understandable. I would feel the same way in his shoes. He still can't realize how impossible it is for any normal person to defy the Purple Man. But there is one who is not a normal person. One who calls himself Daredevil. Meanwhile, let us turn our attention to a large gymnasium on the west side of town, where we find... Hey, you guys! Hold it! Hold it! Someone wants to talk to you. Now step aside. I'll handle this. As Killgrave speaks, the husky muscle men immediately fall under his spell, except for one known as Punchy, who is too slow-witted to react at normal speed. From this moment on, you are all working for me. You will serve as my bodyguards, and protect me with your lives. You're nuts. Who do you think you are? Nobody can tell Punchy what to do, see? I'll show you who's gonna work for who. Unhand me! I loathe physical violence. Protect me, my bodyguards. Remember, your master may not be harmed. And a split second later, let go of Killgrave. The master may not be harmed. Enough. Do not hurt him. And now, march down the stairs. I have work for you to do. And so, the Purple Man leads his small but powerful army brazenly through the street, knowing that no one who gets close enough to stop him can resist his uncanny spell. Our destination is the Ritz Plaza Hotel. March! Later, the next in a series of incredible events occurs. Guarded by his intensely loyal gymnast, the Purple Man confidently approaches the startled desk clerk and demands, evict all your tenants from the top floor. My staff and I shall use it as our headquarters. Of course, sir. I'll order all the top floor tenants to leave within the hour. That will not be satisfactory. I want them out immediately. Certainly, sir. I'm sorry I misunderstood you. And so, the incredible occurs. The wealthy tenants of the hotel's fashionable top floor are all ushered out of the building, upon the word of one mysterious man. I'll sue somebody for this. This is unpardonable. Order me out, will they? I'll never come back here again. I wonder why they're doing this. They gave us no reason. And finally, I've done it. I've proven myself to be unbeatable. There is nothing I cannot accomplish. Before I'm done, the entire world will be at the feet of Killgrave, the all-powerful Purple Man. There was only one who seemed able to resist my power, but I'll find a way to defeat him too. It is my destiny to triumph. I was meant to conquer all. Meanwhile, what of the man whom Killgrave was referring to? Back at the law offices of Nelson and Murdoch, we find him rapidly scanning his Braille law books, even though his super-sensitive fingers could read ordinary print if he wished, merely by feeling the impression of the ink on the page. It's just as I thought. Killgrave actually seems to have broken no law. I can find no law which prohibits a man from asking for things. And if people choose to obey him, that's their privilege. I could prove no use of undue force on Killgrave's part. Not only must I outfight him, but I must also outthink him. I seem to remember a bluff I pulled when I was battling the Fixer not long ago. See Daredevil number 1. Editor. I have a miniature tape recorder concealed in my billy club. It'll tell the police all they need to know. That gives me an idea of a way to beat the Purple Man. It's a long chance, but I've got to take it. What was merely a bluff in the case of the Fixer will be a reality in the case of Killgrave. This miniaturized spy-type recorder is just what I need. Then, after an hour of long preparation... Perfect. This chemically treated plastic sheet snaps open and closed within my cane by means of a taut spring, like a modified window shade. And now, with my billy club sheathed in its holster, and unhampered by my bulky hood, I'm ready for one of the toughest missions of my career. This time I won't stop searching the city till I find Killgrave, no matter how long it takes, no matter how difficult it is. Heedless of the risks, ignoring the dangers, his every sense operating at peak efficiency, the dazzling, sightless Daredevil combs the city. Listening for voices, heartbeats, any clue at all. For once having stood near the Purple Man, Daredevil's razor-sharp senses could identify his voice, his pulse rate, his footsteps, the odor of his hair tonic from among millions of others. For, to the sightless crusader, such things are as distinctive, as unfailing, as a man's fingerprints. All that Daredevil requires is to be within approximately 1 city block of his quarry, and he will be able to reach his target unfailingly. But this time his task is easier than usual, for Killgrave, confident of his growing power, has taken no pains to conceal his whereabouts. In fact, through the magic of TV and radio coverage, the entire nation is keeping abreast of each new development. According to the radio news broadcast I heard through the window I just passed, Killgrave has just taken possession of the top floor of the Ritz Plaza Hotel. I should be there in minutes. Although unable to see, Daredevil's sense of direction is completely flawless. He is possibly the only human alive who can tell where north is by sensing the magnetic pull of the pole, or who can hear the direction of the very currents of the air itself. With the possible exception of Magneto, Homo Superior Mutant, leader of the X-Men's most deadly foes. Editor. I've reached my goal. The Ritz Plaza is directly across the street. I hear vans below. Moving men. They're unloading camera equipment. It reminds me of the Jack Ruby case in Dallas. Whatever happens next may well occur with the eyes of the world witnessing the entire tableau. And unaware that the one man able to battle him is nearby, Killgrave discusses his future plans with his captive audience. I now have a small, but powerful protective force, to guard me if I should ever be caught unawares. I have Karen Page to serve me as contact with the outer world, and as my recording secretary and biographer. Our headquarters are secure, so it is time we branched out. There is much yet to be done. Karen, I want you to contact... What's wrong? What do you see on the terrace? Before the startled girl can reply, a nimble, smooth-muscled figure bursts into the room, as confidently as if he can actually see the dangers that await him. They're standing in a semicircle. Killgrave is in the center. Karen's softer breathing is coming from my left, behind Killgrave. It's Daredevil! Don't let him touch me! Their soft footsteps are coming closer, preparing to attack. Heartbeats haven't sped up enough yet. They won't rush me for at least 5 seconds. Attack him all at once! He is more powerful than you suspect. Come on, you guys. We have to protect the Master. Now, their pulse rates are sharply accelerated. They're preparing to lunge forward. I've just time to unsheath my billy club. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get him! But getting the man without fear is somewhat more difficult than it sounds. Moving with the lightning-like precision of one who has spent his life in training, Daredevil balances himself upon his upright billy club and spins around with the force of a whirlwind. He's too fast to tackle like this, but a bullet will sure enough stop him. The sound of a pistol hammer being cocked. I must time my move to the microsecond. Now! Clumsy fool! You missed him! Relax. My next shot'll get him. Not if I can help it. By snapping my billy club into position at a 90-degree right angle, I can hurl it like a boomerang, and I can pinpoint my target by the unmistakable odor of gunpowder. Ow! I advise none of you to try that again. My fight is with the Purple Man, not you poor helpless dupes. I hear 2 more sneaking up behind me. They don't suspect that their light tread sounds like drum beats to me. What's the matter with us? He's only one guy. Why don't we pulverize him? We got him. They'll expect me to resist. Instead, I'll do just the opposite. Don't let him straighten up to grab that stick of his. I've no intention of straightening up, boys. I'll simply fall in the direction you're pushing me, using the force of your own attack to throw you in the time-honored judo style. Killgrave. I hear him running off with Karen. Now I won't have to battle the others. Once the Purple Man leaves them, his control over them will end. I hear the elevator door closing. Can't get there in time. But my billy club can. Blast him! He jammed the door! Desperately, Killgrave dislodges Daredevil's amazing cane weapon, but not before the man without fear has had time to strike. Your little show is over, Killgrave. This is your moment of truth. Ugh! But before the masked crusader can consolidate his advantage, the Purple Man resorts to his one ace in the hole. Karen, stand at the edge of the roof. At my next command, hurl yourself to the street below. No! Don't do it, Killgrave! Whether I order her to do it or not depends on you, Daredevil. I can't afford to gamble with a human life, especially hers. This round is yours. There you are wrong, my defeated fool. I have won every round, for this is the final one. What I cannot accomplish with my uncanny power, I can certainly achieve with this gun. And now, your rash defiance has forced me to do what I did not wish to do. But you leave me no choice. I cannot allow anyone to live who can resist my power. Before you squeeze that trigger, tell me, what is your power? How did you obtain it? Yes, it is only fitting that you do know, before the end comes. It began some months ago, when I stole into an army ordnance depot, for you see, I was formerly a spy for a foreign power. This is where the dreaded nerve gas is stored. Hold it, you! I've bungled. A guard spotted me. I can't let him catch me. The penalty could be death. Put down that gun! Don't be a fool! You can't— Ah! I only managed to graze him, and before he fell, his own gun went off, striking a large glass beaker on the shelf above me. You won't get away with this. Before I could move, the contents of the beaker, containing a strange purple nerve gas, poured over me, dyeing my entire body indelibly. And by then, other guards had surrounded me. "We caught you dead to rights." Dazed, frightened, I mumbled a weak story about being innocent, about it being an accident. But to my astonishment, they believed me. "If you say you're innocent, sir, we're sorry we accused you." For some reason, they believe whatever I say. Then, as time went by, and more such incidents occurred, I knew the truth. In some inexplicable way, the purple nerve gas had fused with my own body acids, giving me a power greater than any human has ever possessed. The power to command men's wills. Only you have been able to resist me, and for that reason, you can no longer be permitted to live. Thank you, Killgrave. Thank me? For what? For furnishing me with the evidence the police will need to convict you for treason. It's all down on my concealed tape recorder. As for that ineffectual gun of yours, you didn't really think I'd be a sitting duck for you, did you? It worked. I had to gamble that the shock of realizing his confession was down on tape would slow his reflexes enough to allow me to strike. And then, without pausing to catch a breath, the dazzling Daredevil hurls himself right over the edge of the roof, grabbing the still entranced Karen Page as he does so. He must have gone mad. He's throwing himself to his death. And taking the girl with him. No. It's I who was mad. I allowed him to escape right under my nose. He knew there was a scaffold there. I'll get you yet. You're doomed. There are reporters down below. Cameramen, police, but they can't stop me. Once I'm near them, they'll be in my power, like everyone else. Only Daredevil can resist my purple power. He must be destroyed, no matter what. And then, one of the most amazing scenes in the annals of crime occurs. In full view of a helpless crowd, with the eyes of the world watching via live TV coverage, the Purple Man prepares to fight his greatest fight. Bring Daredevil to me. He cannot hide from the Purple Man. But now, one of the most dramatic, the most daring, the most dazzling adventurers of all time steps forward to meet the challenge. Armed only with his super sharp senses, his unique billy club, and most important of all, his matchless, unfailing courage. Daredevil hides from no one. Now we shall see whose power is truly the greatest. Have you forgotten so soon? Although you can resist my commands, the crowd cannot. This time you are helplessly surrounded, and I shall remain here to direct your defeat. Daredevil is your enemy. Smash him. Slay him. He must not escape alive. His hold over others is as strong as ever, but I expected him to do this. Now it remains to be seen if my gamble will pay off. Then, moving with staggering speed, before the hostile crowd can reach him, Daredevil spins around, facing Killgrave, and releases a snap catch of his cane, where he had rolled his specially prepared plastic sheet. What? It's now or never. Exactly as planned, the chemically treated material completely enshrouds the trapped Purple Man, covering every bit of his dyed, strangely potent skin. I no longer feel the uncanny emanations from Killgrave. The plastic sheet has effectively cut them off, as I hoped it would. What's going on here? Who is that man covered by the plastic sheet? With his purple skin covered up, the crowd has returned to normal. Now we know the way to thwart Killgrave's power. Within seconds, the plastic sheet is securely tied around the hapless prisoner, as the police close in to take over. Look! Isn't that Daredevil? The man the newspaper referred to as being absolutely fearless. That's him, all right. This is probably the first time he's allowed a crowd of people to get so close to him. Good work, Daredevil. With that spool of magnetic tape you gave us, we have enough evidence on Killgrave to put him away for a long time. Hold it, Daredevil. We want a few more shots of you in that pose. Come on, Sam. Get that truck closer. This is our chance to get an exclusive interview with Daredevil. Try to get the crowd to stand aside. It's hard to focus on him. Let's go, gang. Let's get Daredevil's autograph while we can. How about a smile, fella? Turn more this way, will you? But then, before the eager crowd can close in any further, I've got to get away before I'm mobbed. Wait! We want your autograph! Come back! Just for a few more pictures! And while the sightless adventurer takes his leave, Franklin Foggy Nelson pushes his way through the milling crowd. Karen! It's me! I was watching TV. I saw you. I rushed to get you. Foggy! It's all right. Killgrave is beaten. As from a second-story window, above the couple, I hear Karen and Foggy below. I'll change and beat them back to the office. I was so worried about you, Karen. But thanks to Daredevil, I wish I knew who he really is. He's some ball of fire. What about Matt? Is he all right? Reaching the office a short time later, Karen receives the answer to her question. Matt, you simply wouldn't believe what happened. That horrible purple man had me under some sort of spell. He seemed impossible to defeat, until Daredevil came along. Sorry I lost my temper with you, partner. I was just kind of upset. I realize it wasn't your fault. No hard feelings, Foggy. We both were worried about Karen. But now that I know how Foggy feels about her, I must never reveal my own feelings. It just wouldn't be right. There goes one of the greatest guys in the world. It sure is a pity he's blind. And yet, for some strange reason, I sometimes feel he sees more than any of us. I guess I'm just a silly female. The end. Daredevil, the fearless adventurer whom the world has taken to its heart, will thrill and amaze you again next issue. Join us then for the all-new action and Marvel-type surprises.